Good morning, traders. Manny Cabrera here from MDC Trading Academy with today's pre-market forecast for Friday, June the 24th. Let's jump to our news items this morning. As we can see, we do have at 10 a.m. prelim a revised UOM consumer sentiment. Many believe that this number is going to be a lot lower than what was forecasted, but regardless of whichever way it goes, just try to be away from the market at least 5 minutes before the news report, and then re-enter the market after post reaction, and once the market reverts back to its mean average movement of the morning. Let's jump to our analysis. As we always, jump into our 30,000 foot view, which is our daily chart of the Emini S P 500. As you can see, we've had 5 sessions, 5 net positive sessions, including this morning's so far. We see a little bit of recovery coming off this minimal, this lowest low of the year at June 16. Now, I believe the market is just kind of like consolidating between these two areas here. So just a consolidation after the big drop that began on the 9th of June. I think that the market still has a little bit more of a leg to the downside. Nothing's changed conditions-wise. There's still the threat of inflation. Of course, the interest rates continuing to go higher. We're still dealing with supply chain issues. I mean, nothing's really changed. It's just that the market's beginning to digest a lot of this information, trying to find a reason either to continue lower or to go higher. Right now, that's why you see so much indecision here. So I do believe that we might have a little bit another leg down. So just keep your eyes on that. Our ATR is kind of cooling off. We're at 96, our average range. And our volume is at 1.3. So we have good volume, and the ranges are getting a little tighter, which makes it a little bit easier to trade these markets. But you can fall in love with either side at this point, and we can see that clearly here in the next time frame. As you can see, remember, we started with this expansion. Market was expanding. These markets were really tough to trade. So I figure, let me see. This is our highest point. This is our lowest points. Let's see what happens within these areas. Once it bottoms out here, you notice that we have this trend line to the upside. And I spoke about it on Wednesday. Cut the market potentially. We were at right about here. Can the market retrace and come retest this? And it did, and it held. Now it's coming to the next point, which I had alluded to. Can it hold here? Obviously, if the market breaks above here and then uses this as support, that would be always a confirmation of potential continuation higher. Not a total recovery, but you gotta buy the rallies. If it fails there, then the next test is obviously going to come right back to here, and any failure there, we have a long way down. So that's kind of like, this is a little bit of a midterm analysis here, or I call it intermediate analysis. From our general analysis to our intermediate analysis, and eventually we come down to our immediate analysis. This is the one that we're looking at for potentially making decisions of where and when and how we're going to participate in the market. Remember, you have to plan everything out. So here's the key. We're coming off the low. Let me just clean this up a little bit. We're coming off the low, which was established late in the afternoon, right after lunch. Market hits creates the intraday high, bounces off, retraces, has a top, looking for a bottom. There's a consolidation. Market clearly breaks above it. Again, another run, another top, another bottom. Now the market, here are the potentials for this market short term. Here we have a trend line, a triangle, ascending triangle. Can the market come retest this area? This is our immediate north-south line. Any retracements to this area, we're looking for dips for buys, moving higher. Can the market, we buy it here? What happens when it gets here? Will it break, find support and continue? Or will it eventually break below this trend line, hold resistance, and move a little lower? Once it gets here, will it hold here, or will it fail and look for lower lows? That's the key. And if it breaks here, can it break here and potentially go down here and retest this particular area? And this whole thing would be just one huge oscillating FOBO. Now, where is it going? If it goes higher above here, well, here's a quick Fibonacci. So we have some key areas right around here. This is our 100% at 130, 161, and 200. That's potentially where the market can run. There's enough volume to do that. There is enough volume. There's enough participants to do that. Let's just see if they have the will to do this. Now, remember, wait for confirmation. That's your north-south line here. Look for buyers on the dip as long as you stay above this line. Hey, have a great session. Have a super weekend. Take care.